welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today is another Sunday Chit Chat Q&A video. With these videos, I look through all of the emails, DMs, comments, text messages, pretty much anything that you guys ask me. I read through them, I pick one topic to go over and elaborate. And so today's topic is going to be, what do I enjoy most from working at home? Before we get into the video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. The question is, what is my favorite perk about working from home? And my favorite perk about working from home is the freedom and also the time that I'm able to spend with my family. And even though freedom is a really good perk about being at home, it can also turn into your enemy if you don't learn some different things that's going to work for you to keep you focused and to keep you on target. You know, so many people think when you work for yourself that you don't work. You know, that's a huge misconception that people have. I'm going to go over some of the tips that really help me stay focused, because it's very easy to become distracted when you're at home, especially when you're someplace that you're comfortable with. You're someplace, you know, where you have your pajamas on, you know, you have your favorite movies, you have your TV, you have your bed, you have your couch. And it's very easy to just be like, like I'm comfortable, you know? And so one day you may get up and you may not have anything planned, but you know that you want to get around to working on your business, but because you don't have a plan, you really don't have a schedule to stick to. And so you get up, you still have your pajamas on, you're like, okay, it's raining outside. Today I'm just going to do some things on my website, but first I'm going to just catch up on these reruns. So you start catching up on these reruns, you know, 30 minutes pass, an hour pass, 2 hours pass, and you get hungry. Okay, now I'm going to just order some lunch. You order lunch, you're eating your lunch. Now you get a little tired, so you take a little cat nap on the couch, and you know, now it's about time to get up and get dressed. So you get dressed, and you know, you sit down again and you eat another snack, and then you watch another, you know, show on your phone. You know, you found something on YouTube that interests you, and then, you know, by that time it's time to get your kids. So then you go to the school, you get your kids, and you know, it's time to do things with them. So, you know, at the end of the day, you look back and you're like, wow, I didn't do anything that I had planned for my business. And so that's day one, and day two kind of goes the same way. My whole point is saying that even though you have freedom can be, you know, a lot of people's downfall if you don't, you know, consciously make efforts to stay to your schedule and make efforts to stay consistent and stick to the plan. Because yes, like I said before, you are free to do whatever you want. You still have to put in as much as you would into someone else's company as you would into yours, even more, because it's your company. So some of the things that really help me is, number one, getting dressed in the morning. Right when you wake up, just like if you're going to work. I remember as a child, even when I was sick, you know, some days I would stay home from school and I would think that I was just going to lounge around in bed, and my mom would be like, no, get up, get dressed, brush your teeth, do your hair, put some new clothes on. And I would always wonder, like, why? You know, I'm sick. I just want to lay around all day, Mom, just chill. And, you know, she wasn't having that. She'd be like, do what I said. So I would get up and I would get dressed and, you know, take my shower, do my hair, brush my teeth. And for some reason, I would feel a lot better. I would still be sick. You know, I wasn't cured of my cold just by getting in the shower, but I would definitely feel a lot better. And so that became a habit for me. So even when I was going to work, I would always make sure that I would dress for success, not meaning that I would look like a beauty queen every day I walked into work, but just meaning that I dress the part. You know what I mean? I dress because it does something to your mind. You know, the way that you're dressed, the way that you present yourself, you know, the way that you take care of yourself, it starts to become a habit, and it does do something to your mind. And that's why a lot of people say dress for success, dress for the position that you actually want, dress for what you're wanting to do for your day. So I'm not saying that you have to walk around your home in a suit and tie, but I am saying that you, or, you know, in a blouse and a skirt, but I am saying that you want to make sure that you get up and that you get dressed and that you train your mind to actually look at your work at home job as a job, instead of just, okay, I'm just at home for the day, let's lay in our PJs. Because if you lay in your PJs, your mind does associate that with sleeping. Your mind does associate that with comfort. And so we don't want to necessarily, I don't want to say you don't want to be comfortable. You can be comfortable, but we still want to make sure that we stick to the plan. And so even for me, I'm someone that loves to keep heat on. You may even hear the heat in my car right now. And I'm in Michigan, you know, it's not too cold today, but I just love heat. And so when I go into my home, I just love heat too. But too much heat can make you feel, you know, dizzy, and it can make you kind of tired and sluggish. And so even in my office, I have to make sure that my office is a little bit colder than the rest of my room, than the rest of my rooms in my home, because I don't want to feel too comfortable to where I'm not working. And so that's my first tip. Make sure that you get up, you're getting dressed, you're taking your PJs off, you're actually getting dressed for the day, get your coffee. My second tip is to have a structured time schedule. So even if you're like, you know what, I'm just going to finish this today, hey, I'm going to go on this website, I'm going to knock these orders out. You want to make sure that you have a structured schedule. When I say structured, I mean have the times down that you're allotting for yourself, because you can start working on orders and then say, you know what, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go fix, dinner, or I'm going to go start laundry, or I'm going to, and then pretty soon, you forget about that task. You didn't finish it. And I'm not saying you can't multitask. I'm just saying set yourself up a structure so that you make sure that all of your tasks actually get done. Not that they're just started, but they actually get done from start to finish. So I would also, create a structured time schedule. Also create a checklist agenda. Now for a checklist, I recommend having this on your refrigerator or something that you pass frequently, just so that you can constantly mark off and check off what you've done. So, a couple of things that you really have to get done today, make sure that you have that on your refrigerator so that you can check it off and you can say, okay, I got it done. And even, when you work from home, it's not just all business either. Sometimes you may have to do things that are imperative for your home, or imperative for your children's school, or imperative for you. So even those things you can put on your refrigerator to make sure that you get them done. The whole thing is just not getting too comfortable at home and not getting too wrapped up in the freedom that you forget to actually do what you have designed for that day, or what you should accomplish for that day. Also, cleaning the night before really, really helps me, because like I said, when you're at home, and even though you have to do things for your business, you may be thinking, hey, I'm just gonna, do my laundry tomorrow. I'm just gonna clean out my basement tomorrow. I'm just gonna straighten up the kids' room tomorrow. And those tasks, even though it may sound quick when you say it, sometimes it may be a lot longer than you anticipated. So I've really found out that cleaning up the night before, so whether it be shampooing my carpets, whether it be doing the dishes, whether it be, cleaning kids' rooms, cleaning my room, cleaning, whatever, the basement, whatever I need to do, I try to do it that night before. So when I wake up, I'm waking up with a clean slate. I'm not feeling like I have to do this before I do this, and I'm able to really just focus. Also, when you have a clean workspace and when you're not looking at a lot of junk around, it helps your mind to be able to focus more. And so that's what I've discovered being at home too, making sure that I clean up, making sure that everything looks tidy the night before, so that when I wake up, I don't have to get overwhelmed, and I can just be like, hey, today I'm able to really just focus on what it is I need to focus on for my business. Also, creating a designated work area. So when I used to use my laptop more than my computer, I used to be everywhere in that laptop. I would go out on the deck sometimes and try to do work. And I would get distracted from whether it be the dogs next door, my kids next, or the neighbor's kids next door, my kids coming out and playing. I would just get distracted. I decided to clean out a room in my home and make it my office, because I wanted some place that I could go, shut the door, and actually focus. Whether it be making a YouTube video, whether it be doing my marketing calls, whether it be working on some things for my website, packaging orders. I wanted a place that I could knock off that would just be mine, so that I could focus. And when I did that, it really, really helped me. It's going to be very, I don't want to say it's going to be challenging, but it can be very challenging to stay focused at home. So I don't even use my laptop that much anymore. I primarily use my computer, because I want to make sure that I'm going into the office and giving myself time to actually focus. And so having a designated work area, whether it be your office, whether you use your room, whether you have a place in the basement, wherever it is that you can actually just go and kind of get away, would be my recommendation. Also, creating a work sign to put on your front door. When you work from home, a lot of people, kind of associate working from home as if you're not doing anything, because you're at home, and they're thinking, hey, she's available, she's not really doing anything, she's not at work. But it's like, I am at work. When I'm at home, I'm still at work. I still have to do things. I'm still on a time schedule. There's still times that you're going to have to meet, whether it be over the phone or in person, with different businesses, or if you're doing different marketing events, or if you're doing different events, period. There's still times that you have to meet. There's still going to be different trainings that you may be signed up for. There's still may be different things that you have to do for your business to run successfully. And so a lot of people don't realize that, and it's not their fault. They're just not working from home, so they don't understand. But I've created a work from home sign that I'll put on the front of my door. So whether I get packages or anything, I let them know, leave the packages here in this specific spot, or I let my family know, hey, I'm working, during this time. So if my phone is off, it's because I'm working. I'm still okay. I'll call you guys back when I, give myself a break. But I do that, when I create my structured schedule, I have a lunch period for myself. I have a break period, just so that my day won't get ahead of me. My day won't just go without me actually doing what I have to do. So I treat working at home just like if I'm going to a job. You can't just go up to anyone's job anytime you want to and just start having conversations with them. Same with your business. You know, if I'm doing something and I really, really want to focus, I know this weekend I was writing a presentation, and it took me a while to get that presentation done because it was so many different, there were so many different, like, it was a lot of criteria, specific criteria that you have to meet. And it just took a while. You know, you want to make sure that it's good. You want to make sure that your grammar is correct. You want to make sure that you're not rambling. And so it took a while for me to get that done. And I wanted to just be in my own zone, and I wanted to not worry about any interruptions. So I did create a sign. I put it on the outside of my door. And the sign can be something simple like working, do not disturb, or, you know, working, be back in 15 minutes. It can be something like that. I know you guys may be looking like, what? Really? Yeah, really. I mean, it can get that serious to the point that you may have to create a sign just to kind of set those boundaries and those guidelines for your business. Also, I just kind of went over that, just setting the right expectation for your friends and family. You don't want to come off as you're changing or you're acting different, but you do want to come off with the right expectation, like that, hey, you know, I am doing something a little bit different. I am working from home. And so while I'm working from home, you know, these are the things that I'm going to have to knock out. And these are the things that are going to affect my schedule. And so, you know, if you come over during this time, I'm not going to be able to come out. If you call during this time, my phone is going to be off. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing rude. You don't have to say it with an attitude, but just, you know, setting the right expectations is imperative in every relationship. Just letting people know what to expect and what you are doing is really going to help. So you guys, I hope these tips really helped you guys. They really helped me stay focused. Ultimately, you know, do what you feel is best. But if you are going to transition to working from home, just, you know, keep reminding yourself that it's not a freebie. You know, it's not something that you can just put off. You still do have to stick to your schedule. You still do have to work, and you still do have to produce. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them down below. Make sure that you are subscribed. Give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.